What's up, what's up, what's good? Man, I was thinking last night when I was eating my food. And I was thinking, man, I think I know why a lot of truck drivers are out of shape and, you know, are out of shape and fat. And not even just truck drivers, anyone that's in transportation altogether for the most part, but mainly truck drivers. All right, that's secure on there. And I'm gonna say mainly truck drivers. Turn that on. Fueling in process. Wow. So yeah, like I was saying, that's loud. Mainly truck drivers. And I would say it's really because, you know, for the most part, I hope you can hear me. It's so loud over there. But I think that a lot of truck drivers, it's because for two reasons. Well, number one, you're driving for hours and hours on end, for days at a time, weeks at a time, years after year after year, and you're not getting the right amount of exercise that your body needs to burn off fat and to get rid of calories. You know, instead you're just packing on the fat and packing on the calories. And a lot of times when you're over the road or you're a trucker and you don't really get the time to exercise, instead of exercising, you're gonna, you know, sleep, or you're just gonna lounge around watching TV or playing a video game, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, spending that time with family. You're not really gonna go to the gym. You know, you're not gonna go to, you know, outside and work out or run around the block for a couple of laps, do some push-ups. You're not gonna do that. Even when you're on the road, when, you know, you're done with the drive hours, and your shift is done, you're not gonna get out the truck and go do push-ups, jump rope, and you know, you're not gonna go outside your truck and do any no exercise, nor are you gonna go to the gym. Now I know there's probably some truckers out there who probably do that, and salute to them, but most truckers are not doing that. When I look around and I see these truckers, a lot of them are overweight, you know, and there's a lot of them who are real fat. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta give a little grace, and I'm not gonna be judgmental because, you know, now that I'm on the road, I'm seeing the reason why. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why. They just in that truck for so long, hours on end. And when you finally get time, you know what I mean? You just want to rest. You want to relax. So that's when I got to cut the grace. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you know, I swear it's like every quarter mile, you see three things. You see three different signs every quarter mile, or even maybe, you know, before that. You see gas station sign, you see lodging sign, and what's the last sign? Food sign. You guessed it. You see a food sign, and it's every every quarter mile. I swear, you just see it constantly. Food, 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 food. So let's say you want to get a drink. You're a trucker. You want to get a drink. You stopping over in a truck stop just to get a drink. Next thing you know, you're coming out with snacks, chips, cakes, candy. You know, a sandwich maybe. You know. And then after a while, for so many years, so many months, so many weeks, so many years of doing that, you're packing on mad calories. You're packing on all this fat. You're in the truck. You're not getting much exercise because when you're not in the truck, you know, you're spending it doing other things that you need to get done. You know, so I could understand it. I could definitely understand why a lot of truck drivers, you know, are underweight. I mean, overweight, you know, and fat. I see it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I do cut a little grace there, but where I cut the grace, you know what I'm saying, is the fact that all it takes is 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Every time you get out the truck, yo, get down and bust some push-ups. If your body's too heavy and you can't bust push-ups, do some jumping jacks. If you can't do that, yo, jog around your truck a few times. Yo, anything to get a little workout in. Just that little bit of workout that you do constantly getting out your truck will make a big difference in the long run. You're not going to see nothing in one day. You're not going to see nothing in 2 days. You're not going to see nothing in 4 weeks. You might not even see nothing in a month. But I guarantee you, if you get out of your truck every time you get out your truck, no matter what it's for, if you get out your truck every time and you do those consistent 5 laps around, or 50 jumping jacks, or you know what, 25 push-ups, I swear, within a few months, oh, in a span of a few months, you're gonna see a result. You're gonna see some results. You just are. You know, it ain't gonna be drastic, but it's gonna be enough to where you're like, wait a minute, I see some change. It's gonna make you want to do it more, and then by making you want to do it more, you're gonna go harder. Now instead of doing that 25 jumping jacks, you're gonna do 100. Now instead of running around your truck, you know, 5 times, you're gonna run around 10 times. Now instead of doing those 25 push-ups, you're gonna try to hit 35, 40 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna motivate you to go more. I'm telling you that, yo, and I'm telling you this because I know from when I first started, man, I was skin and bones. Like, man, I'm still skin and bones. Who am I kidding? But I got a lot more muscle packed on me right now. Can't tell because I got the shirt on, but I got mad muscle packed underneath this. But it's because when I first started working out, it was hard because I'm going hard in the gym. A month passed. I barely still when he's. I'm like, damn, I've been in the gym curling these dumbbells for a whole month. I don't see nothing yet. 2 months passed, 3 months, 4 months. You know, slowly I started seeing a little bit of something. I'm like, all right, I'm getting a little bit of chisel. Okay, I see a little lump trying to come in over there. Man, it made me want to go harder because now I'm starting to see a little bit of something. It took me about 4 to 5 months to really see any type of change in my body. But when I did see that change in my body, that's what made me want to go even harder. That's what made me want to go even harder. So I started going harder, and then, you know, man, fast forward now, this is 3 years that I've been working out hard body consistently, and I'm in the best shape of my life. Man, my muscles bulge out. I don't even have to flex anymore. My body's defined. You know, I look buff, and that's what I was trying to go for. You know, so going back to my original, you know, conversation in this video, I know why truck drivers are overweight and fat, and it's because they don't get the adequate amount of exercise and they're not eating right. But I see why, and those two reasons are why. Because the exercise and they're not eating right, and then, you know, being in that truck all them hours and passing all this food, eating all this junk because they don't have nothing good for us on the road. They don't. You know, I don't never pass no vegan restaurant or, you know, uh fast food restaurants with healthy shit in it, or gas stations with just a section with produce. They don't have that for us. So I understand it. So I gotta cut some grace, you know what I'm saying, and not be too judgmental about it because I understand why. I see that's why, and I know that's why. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's ultimately up to you as the driver. If you are overweight, it's up to you at the end of the day to try to make that change, though, because, you know, if you want it, you're gonna go get it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this video was just pretty much a little bit of motivation with some information in there, you know, because a lot of times before I even got into before I even got into trucking, I will always say, yo, why are truck drivers fat? And there's this stigma. Truck drivers got this stigma about them being fat, and it ain't just because they were born that way, and it's probably not even because a lot of them are lazy. It's just because, you know, you're in the truck all the time, and then you ain't got nothing really good to eat out there while you're on the road trucking. So I do get it, man.